good. I'm good. Glad to be here in Dubai
Yeah.
and at the conference, and it's
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
We appreciate your coming here.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you one question. Well,
Sure.
obviously I'm going to ask you more than one question, but for now, how would you describe your leadership style before and after the conference?
Yeah, my leadership style is around servant leadership. I did do a program in South Africa back in 2006 and 7, 5 and 6, 2005, 2006. And I've always followed the soft power approach to leadership. I'm probably more comfortable leading from the middle and behind than in front. And I've had mentors tell me through that program to start leading from the front. So that's 14, 15 years ago. Woo, time flies. Yeah, so I mix it up a little bit more.
Okay, understood. Depending on the situation.
Depends on the situation.
And that's something we heard in the program, but obviously I'm sure you were aware of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The situational leadership.
You have to be able to pivot.
Exactly. How do you get others to accept your ideas? What's the approach?
Yeah, for me, the power of persuasion. So one of my mentors, she told me when I was 20, which was a long time ago, that Vaughn, it doesn't matter how smart you are, it doesn't matter how talented you are, people have to like you. And I didn't get it until I was about 35, that she was right. So likability, you have to build trust, and that takes time, right? So people talk about the speed of trust. That's how fast things move. And yeah, it can just take time, and just being patient with that reality. It can take years to build that kind of trust. Yeah.
That's a beautiful answer, actually. And as you said that, I think of my own self, because my wife says, you don't have likability so much.
I think you're likable.
But for her, she thinks I need to be putting a lot more effort into that.
Yeah.
Which I believe probably is true.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy that response.
Well, you know what they say: if we could see ourselves as others see us, and your spouse, she sees things that you don't see, so yeah, it probably makes some sense.
Yeah, I agree with that totally. What motivated you to take the Mastermind Business training?
I got an email, and I'm on this journey of world walking, where I am in my career as an architect. I saw it was in Dubai, and with the war breaking out in Ukraine, my initial goal with a colleague of mine was to do Berlin and Zurich first this summer, later in the summer, and we may still do that. But when I saw this opportunity, and I have not been to the Middle East before, and I could always use a refresher when it comes to leadership, see different types of leadership styles and training, and it was just perfect. So I reached out to a university here, several, in architecture, told them I was coming to the country, and they said, yeah, we'd love to host you. So I did that Monday, and here for this, so it's beautiful.
What are two takeaways that you've got from this conference?
So for me, it's been a refresher around what I want to do around knowledge capture and transfer across generations, given I think I'm the oldest person here at 58, going on 59. And
but you don't look it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so knocking on the door 60. And for the last 10 or 15 years, I've been thinking about how to bring along the next generation. How is our responsibility to reach back at least 10 years in terms of age and bring that next leader forward, and then keep moving forward myself. So, and that works both ways. So people in their 40, well, you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
people 48, 38 can teach me stuff. 20, right? And that's one reason I love going to university. They're 20. Students are 20, and we can all teach each other, right? And learn from each other across the generation. So that was important for me.
Well, I just want to thank you so much for coming to the interview.
Thank you.
Those responses will live on, will echo in history and the future, hopefully to affect the project of the next generation. And thank you for sharing your wisdom.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. You too. All right. Be well.